Welcome back, friends. Tonight, I bring you the first horror story of this channel. So sit back, turn off the lights, and listen carefully. Vinod was a Hindi teacher at the government school. After the exams ended, he received a 5-day holiday. He thought, why not visit my grandmother? It's been such a long time since I last saw her. That very night, Vinod decided to travel to Howrah Papur. When he reached the railway station, he learned that the train would arrive at 9:30 p.m. on platform number 4. But as soon as he walked to the platform, he froze. Every other platform was crowded with people, but platform number 4 was completely empty. Anyone else might have panicked at that sight. But Vinod, he smiled. He thought, perfect, an empty train, a window seat all to myself. The train arrived, and as he expected, the coaches were deserted. Vinod boarded, found a window seat, and sat down. Just as the train was about to move, another man came running and entered the same compartment. He carried a bag, looking very much like a normal passenger. He sat right in front of Vinod. Trying to start a conversation, Vinod asked, "Brother, do you have some water?" But the man didn't respond. He just stared out the window in silence. The train picked up speed. Vinod glanced out the window too, and what he saw made his blood run cold. A woman, dressed in white clothes, was running alongside the train. Her hands stretched out as if trying to grab someone, running at the same speed as the train. That was no ordinary human. Terrified, Vinod tapped the man's shoulder. "Brother, can you see her too?" he asked. But the man stayed silent. No response, not even a glance. Vinod's fear turned to anger. "Are you deaf? Can't you hear me?" he shouted. And suddenly, the man stood up. With a violent push, he threw Vinod back onto the seat. Vinod scrambled to his feet as the man walked toward the door. And then the nightmare unfolded. The woman running outside, she reached the train, grabbed the man's hand, and in one terrifying pull, dragged him out of the moving train. Vinod's body froze. His heart nearly stopped. He rushed forward, slammed the door shut, and locked himself inside the compartment. To a halt at the next station. Vinod had no choice. He opened the door slowly and stepped out with trembling legs. He was safe now, but one thing was clear. The woman wasn't after him. She was after the man. Vinod thought the nightmare was finally over. He had stepped out of the train, safe at the station. But friends, the horror had only just begun. Vinod slowly walked out of the railway station. The streets were eerily quiet. Not a single rickshaw, not a single person. Only the sound of dogs howling in the distance. And every time Vinod looked back, he felt like someone was following him. He quickened his pace and finally reached his grandmother's house. The old woman was surprised to see him so late at night. "Vinod, you should have come in the morning. Traveling at this hour is not safe." Vinod, pale and trembling, did not tell her the truth. He just said, "Daddy, I was lucky to catch the train. That's all." But that night, as Vinod tried to sleep in the small dark room, he heard it again, the same sound, footsteps, running right outside the window. He slowly turned his head and froze. Through the half-broken window he saw her, the same woman dressed in white, her eyes glowing red in the darkness. She wasn't running now. She was standing still, looking straight at Vinod. Her lips moved slowly, as if whispering his name, Vinod. Vinod screamed and shut his eyes. When he opened them again, the window was empty. Silence. Was it a dream or reality? But friends, the truth became clear the next morning. When Vinod woke up, his grandmother said, "Child, why did you bring him here?" Vinod was confused. "Who, Daddy?" The grandmother pointed to the door, and when Vinod looked, he saw muddy footprints, wet footprints, leading into the house. The same man who was dragged out of the train had followed him. Friends, this was only the beginning. The woman in white was not the only spirit that haunted the train. Now, Vinod had brought something much darker into his own home. Do you want to hear what happened next? Then tell us in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe